Preview.
I would like to begin this talk with one word. It's a Sanskrit word, Mumukshutva. Mumukshutva means an intense desire or longing to break free from limitations. You know, all of us have a desire to be limitless. Some of us achieve it through spirituality, some of us through devotion, and some of us through work. So today I'm going to talk about becoming limitless through work. The Japanese, they call it ikigai. In French, it's called raison d'etre. In English, we call it work is worship. Whatever you call it, the bottom line is that if you do what you love and you're really passionate about it, then you stay healthy, happy, and mentally alert. We've always heard this saying ever since we were children, Aram haram hai. And you know what? Recently, research has proven that people who retire, they die faster than people who pursue what they love. So it's all about finding that one passion that you have and pursuing it with your body, mind, and soul. Some of us find this passion really early on in life. Some of us take our time with it, and some of us are on the road to discovery forever. For me, I think I'm really lucky that I found it very early on. I was almost around 4 years old when I started learning music and realized that I loved to sing. By the time I was 9 years old, I was on stage. I was doing stage shows as a child artist, going to school in the morning and performing in the night. And I have been working as an entertainer pretty much all my life. It was during college that I auditioned for a show on MTV and got my first break as an actor. And that is when I realized that I love acting too. So now I was not just a singer, but I was also an actor. And I went on to do a lot of work on television, in commercials, theater, films. And now I'm at a juncture when I realize that I love to produce. So I can act, I can sing, and I can produce, and I can do this 24/7. I was doing all of this when I was 7 months pregnant, and I was doing all of it when my kid was 3 months old as well. So basically, I think that because I've found my passion, I've found my mumukshutva, I can go on in life and face whatever life throws at me. Of course, showbiz is a tough world. It's a tough business. They say there's no business like show business, and it's true. Because the entertainment world is like a jungle, where if you're not ready and you're not equipped, people can just pounce on you. Predators can just pounce on you from any angle and eat you up. So showbiz prepared me for a lot of things. And showbiz is a tough world. Whether you're a writer, you're an actor, you're a singer, you're a director, you're a cinematographer, there are days when there'll be so much work, and then there'll be days when there'll be nothing at all. And then it pushes you to despair. It just makes you realize and wonder, why did you do this? Why did you choose this profession? And then suddenly there'll be a project where, you get whatever it is that you want. You get the perfect script, you get the perfect co-workers, and suddenly life is bliss. So there are highs and there are lows and there are extremes. And the ones that really survive this are the ones that love what they do, have a lot of patience, and have a lot of conviction that all will be well. Of course, as a woman in show business, it's another story. Because as a woman, and as a woman actor especially, there's a lot of judgment thrown your way. When I started my career, a lot of people said, Manasi, you're too thin to be an actress. And I said, okay. You're not pretty enough to be a lead actress. I said, oh, okay. And I was getting lead shows. I was doing show after show as a lead. That's when I got married. I met my husband and I got married. And people said, oh my God, you're an actress. How can you get married? It's just going to ruin your career. Well, I've been married 12 years and I have had a 12-year-long career. So that's that. And then, of course, then I had a baby. And people were like, okay, now definitely it's going to come out to a pause. But it didn't, because I think that if you really have that drive, if you have your passion, you figure out a way to sustain yourself through any life situation and challenges through your work. So at this point, I would like to say that, work and life are not too different. They are both sides of the same coin. In fact, work is an extension of life. And I think it is very important for us to devote our hours and our time to something that really brings meaning to our lives. Because without that, you're just surviving, and that really is no fun. And at this point, I would also like to say that after becoming a mother, I realized that a career and a baby are very similar. Both need a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, and sometimes you're really like you're pulling your hair and wondering, oh my God, how is it going to work out? But you got to have the faith. And no work is big or small, really. I mean, making a film is as big as tending to a garden. Going out there and doing a PPT presentation at work is as big as sitting at home and cooking for your family. No work is too big, no work is too small. It's all about the intent, how you do it. And that is what really matters. A lot of people come up to me and ask me how I balance my work as a mother, as a career, as a professional. So I would like to share some tips here. The first tip that I would definitely give to everybody is be the best at whatever it is that you want to do. Because I think now we're in an age where there's so much competition that you really, really have to up your skills every day, literally. You have to hone your skills, you have to practice, you have to be out there, you have to keep researching, keep updating. Because if you don't, then there are thousands of people right there waiting to jump for the opportunity that you've got. They say it takes 10,000 hours to be perfect at what you are. So your time starts now. So the first point is be the best at what you do. Second is never ever hesitate to ask for help. I mean, as a mother, I'm ready to ask for help every day. I'm here giving a TED talk while my family is taking care of Nirvi. I asked them for help and they gave it to me. I think help is very important. We can never achieve anything alone. We need an entire army of people around us, and we need to help each other to be able to succeed and to do what really matters to us. The third point, and this is a very important point, invest in the right life partner. They say that if you choose the correct life partner, then that's the best career move that you can make. In my case, I am so glad that I found that life partner in Parthiv, because I can do whatever it is that I'm doing with my life only because of his support. And I think you need a partner to be able to understand you, to support you, to understand your ambitions and goals, and to help each other live life successfully. So that is my third point. My fourth point is hustling. Now, hustle is something that Gujaratis know inherently, right? एक कहावत है गुजराती में जे बोले एना बोर वेचाय. And that is so true in this day and age, because only if you are going to be talking confidently about your skills and your ambition will the world take you seriously. Because everybody is doing the same, so you have to do it louder, you have to do it better than them. And I think, as actors especially, we are out of work a lot. There are days and months when there's just no work happening because you're depending on so many external factors. You have to depend on the casting director to cast you, on the director to think that you're good enough for the role, and then finally the project to really take off. So there are so many external factors that you have no control over. So what does a person who wants to continuously work do? He or she hustles, and that's what I do. When I was studying at the Lee Strasberg Theatre and Film Institute in New York, the first thing they told us was, the first day of class, that if you think you want to work, do not wait for others to offer it to you. You can create it yourself. And that is one lesson that I have held on to all my life. I wanted to do a web series in Gujarati as a Gujarati actress, and nobody was making one. So I decided, why not? I'm going to make one Gujarati web series. So I produced a web series that is going to come out soon. I created my own opportunity. And nowadays, with the kind of technology that we have and the social media that we are all blessed with, it's literally, you just need a phone, you need your skill, and you can reach out to lakhs of people just in the flick of a switch. And that's my tip for you, hustling. Hustling is very important. And another thing that's very important in this whole game is to be nice. I mean, this is just, being nice is so undervalued. But I think it's the biggest trait of all, because we all are going through the same struggles. We all are going through the same hardship. And I think a little bit of empathy, a little bit of kindness, and a little bit of gratitude goes such a long way in this whole process. So I think being nice is really the icing on the cake, because if you have the drive, you have the ambition, you have the work, you have the talent, you have the skill, but if you're not nice, then I think that just really undervalues everything. So being nice, I would say, is the cherry on the cake. So all of us have ikigai, all of us have passion, all of us have mumukshutva, but we just have to figure out the right meaning and the right value to it. And only when you working and you're pursuing your hours, doing something that you have meaning in, do you feel valued. And when that meaning is taken away from you, you feel really undervalued. And as Thomas Jefferson rightly put it, the harder I work, the luckier I get. So for everybody out here, for people who are already pursuing their businesses or people who are just about to start their careers, I wish you best of luck in pursuing what you really want to, and always stay relevant, because relevance is the key. Thank you so much.